We're back with Stephen Miller, the founder of America First Legal. Stephen, I want to get your take on the current races, and I want to know who you are endorsing in the current races. But let's look at Biden's approval rating, because it is continuing to bounce back and forth around record lows. You've got fires to put out everywhere you look, whether it's foreign policy or economic policy. Now, of course, we are in a recession, 2 quarters of contraction, largely due to all of this spending, and they're going to spend more right now, approving another major package. Why are the Republicans not winning more?
It's a great question, perhaps the most important question. Let's break that down. So our nation is in the midst of a historic series of crises: an inflation crisis, a labor force dropout crisis, a crime crisis in our cities, an energy crisis afflicting our families, one foreign policy crisis after another, a radical ideology crisis in our schools, and a border crisis that has no comparison point in the history of nations. So why aren't we forecast to win a massive majority in the Senate? Put aside the fact that some of these are more purple states. We should be on track to be picking up an enormous number of seats, notwithstanding that. I submit to you the reason why is because, to too great an extent, the Republican strategy, but more specifically the strategy of Senate Republican leadership, has been to try to lay back and just watch as these crises unfold, rather than make a stand, make a statement that says we are going to, if you give us power in November, shut all these crises down. How would you establish that referendum? Let me be very specific. The way that you would do it, yes, I know we're in the minority now, so we can't fix these crises, but we can establish to the American people that we will fix them. Government funding expires in September. The current plan from Senate leadership will be to do a short-term government funding bill to December, then a long-term omnibus spending bill for 12 months. That would be a strategic catastrophe. Republicans should say, we will oppose any government funding bill that in any way perpetuates the ongoing border crisis. The only fallback we will accept is a funding bill that expires in the new Congress in February, so a new majority can shut down the border crisis, and we will then pass this off to the American people. If you want us to secure the border, if you want us to end the misery, anguish, heartache, and human suffering playing out on our southern border, then elect a massive Republican majority. Give us Arizona, give us Georgia, give us Nevada, give us New Hampshire, give us Washington State, Ohio, and everywhere else. And we will come in February, and we will pass a funding bill that shuts this nightmare down.
Yeah,
that's how you do it, Maria.
That's not happening, Stephen. But you know that's not happening because you've got giveaways to certain senators and lawmakers that are getting things for their state. Why did Joe Manchin sign on to this? Why did so many Republicans vote for the CHIPS Act? There were a number of Republicans, Marsha Blackburn, who said this is a total corporate welfare giveaway. Don't do it. And yet they did it. Republicans got something for their state. So that's what you're seeing the pushback on.
Right, that's what you're fighting
right?
against. What you're fighting against is this prevailing leadership orthodoxy that says, look, we're in the minority, we can't do anything, let's just not rock the boat and wait until November. And that's the reason why this is a razor-thin election in the Senate that doesn't have to be. Rather than saying, for the love of God, this has to end. What's happening on our border, in our cities, in our communities, the drugs, the destruction of so many families at the hands of fentanyl has to end. So give us a funding bill until February, and we'll end it. And we will either break this president or he will break under the pressure.
Let me get your take on the top races to watch and who you are endorsing right now, because we've got races like in Arizona where Senator Mark Kelly has recently been talking about the border. You've got Catherine Cortez Masto in Nevada. Senator Pat Toomey in Pennsylvania is retiring. Warnock in Georgia, and, of course, Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson. Tell me about the most important races that we need to be watching with 93 days before the midterms.
Well, I obviously love all of our candidates, and President Trump has endorsed and has gotten a huge victory recently in Ohio and Arizona with Vance and Masters. But what I'd say to you is that we have a slate of Republicans up and down who are populist America First senators. But they need help from Senate leadership to frame up this election in the way that I said and go to the American people and say, give us a majority in the Senate, give us a majority in the House. We won't do any long-term funding bill. This thing is going to expire in February, and we will send to Joe Biden's desk a bill that ends the border calamity once and for all. And if Joe Biden vetoes it, his presidency will break and crumble into pieces because he can't defend. And the way you get this issue off the back pages onto the front pages of this country, onto the front of our radar screen, is by doing exactly what I said. Don't be afraid. Don't back down. Don't cower. Courage is contagious. Lead and fight, and you will be rewarded with a massive majority inaugurated in January.
We will be watching. It is a really incredible point to make about the border. I've seen it up close and firsthand. Stephen, thanks very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.
Great to talk with you. Stephen Miller here.
Subscribe to the Fox News YouTube channel to catch our nightly opens, stories that are changing the world and changing your life. From Tucker Carlson tonight.